Hello, this is Debbie Kaufman, your Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and we're going on for card number 2 for the card class at Barefoot Mercantile on Saturday, October 21st. This is the second card. Using some of the same sentiments as we did the first card. For Merry Christmas, we are using the Beary Cute, as we did on the last card. And also the trees, it's two-step stamping, we're doing the trees. The inside is the same sentiment as in Merriest Trees. These two pieces are die cut from the stylish shapes, and these two are cut from the deckled circles. This is hard to see, but maybe you can kind of see it. It's a folder with circles on it, and it's in my case here. Hang on. And it's on the online exclusives. I love the circles. And you think, okay, you can only do halfway. But what I did is I inserted the white, it's 5 by 3 3/4, into the folder and ran it through the machine, which I did ahead of time, and it leaves this part flat, and that's what you stamp the Merry Christmas on. So the technique that I'm showing you on this card is you don't necessarily have to do your designer paper the same size as your folder. You can make it bigger or you can make it smaller. All right, let me show you what's in the card kit. You have this. And okay, put the envelope here. Basic white cardstock, and that's 8.5 by 5.5, again scored at 4 1/4. Olive green is your first layer, and that is 5 1/4 by 4. And then I went down 1/4 inch. This is 5 by 3 3/4, and then I went through the embossing folder with it. I can see lots of possibilities with this circle thing. I like that. Deckled circle dies. I keep the ones here that I've used, but I want to show you the inside of how many you get. I'm going to leave these separate. Look at that. So, yeah. So, that's how many dies you get. I love it. I use the deckled circles a lot. And I dropped one. And I'm going to have to find it. Okay, let me put this over here and then I'll have to look for that. Okay, let's get on with the card before I destroy more things. Okay, so you have these two pieces, and these two. This is out of real red. This is olive green. Actually, I believe it's cherry cobbler. Let me get the right ink here. Okay, I have the right ink now. It's cherry cobbler. And then also 3 rhinestones in your little packet. Okay. Here's your cardstock. We're going to go ahead and burnish that. and then just pretty much we'll layer, but you know me, I like to stamp first, so we're going to go ahead and stamp our trees first. I will do the outline in Old Olive. And that fits right there, right on the circle. Oh, I should have put my cushion under there. Let me do that for the other part. And then I just go back with Old Olive again and go right over the top. I just re-inked my Old Olive so it's a little bit darker. And then on the envelope, I also do the trees, so we'll go ahead and do that too, so we get the stamping done. I love two-step stamping. Sometimes I do good at it and sometimes I don't. Isn't that pretty? It's just a nice touch. I will close this, and I do want to stamp on the inside with my cherry cobbler the inside sentiment. Ooh, isn't that pretty? And you can also add a tree on the inside too if you want to add another tree. While that's drying, we're going to go ahead and add our Merry Christmas. To the front. And then that can dry. Got ink on there. Yes, I get ink on my hands. Oof, dang it. Okay. We will go ahead and layer this is the circles on your Old Olive. Sometimes you take your bone folder and go over the back to keep you from putting your ink-stained hands on your card. Now we will add that to the card base. For the class tomorrow, we're doing 9 cards, 3 of each design for $20. So you're going to get 9 Christmas cards. And okay. And then the next thing we do is layer this on here. And okay. again, these are the two dies from the stylish shapes. And normally, what I would have done is done a white and put it on the colored cardstock, but I decided, since I'm not putting my sentiment on there, let's just make it more Christmassy. So I'm going to glue this onto here. So you don't have to do the actual, what you always have done in the past or think you're supposed to do. And then look at that ink spot. That's just going to cover that up. Isn't that great? We'll just put that right here. And then I'm going to dimensional up. Now I have some extra dimensionals. I deliberately grabbed some not so pretty ones because I want you to know that you use everything that you have. You don't, just because they're not a nice little hexagon shape, you still use those pieces. So I deliberately grabbed used ones. And then I dimensional this up. And then I have my little bag of rhinestones. And they say the trick is to do odd numbers, so that's why you have 3 in there. It just adds a little bling. We like bling. Oh, that's not the envelope I had. See, card is all done. That's card number 2. Thank you. This is Debbie, your Stampin' Up! Demonstrator.